why you should really improve the security in your secret government vampire facility, and our new creepy friend in the lab coat on the Tone Show. Vanessa is back. Vanessa's been missing the last 2 episodes, and if you guys are like me, I was missing some Vanessa action. And Vanessa started this episode with her eyes closed, having a recap of all the episodes that happened before. Ingenious writers, I see what you did there. So she sees everything that's been going on. It just plays back in her head, and she wakes up, and the first thing on her mind is, I'm gonna kick somebody's ass, especially anybody trying to bring me delicious breakfast. Vanessa opens that door. The first person to get it, lady who's called Abigail. So Abigail did not bring the toast or the butter or the jelly because Vanessa slammed her against the wall, just doing her best Jason Bourne on anybody she saw. She didn't care if you had a clipboard, she didn't care if you had a gun, she didn't care if you had a lab coat. You were gonna get it. Vanessa was in the house. Vanessa partied all her way to Dr. Harrison, who we find out is also called Bruce. So it's Bruce Harrison. Abigail explains to her he's on the spectrum. He's a little bit odd from the beginning. We know there's something a little bit loose on this guy, right? He's not completely there. He tells Vanessa, hey, we didn't have the resources to bring your friends. Basically, we couldn't put them on the copter with us. I thought to myself, wait a second. Vanessa, she woke up looking marvelous, y'all. These 2 episodes did great on her. Vanessa is looking great, y'all. Her hair is looking amazing. Best hair in the apocalypse. Let me put it like that. Hashtag best apocalypse hair ever. I don't care. Bring any Walking Dead person you got. I don't care if you bring Daryl Dixon. Vanessa's hair is on point. It's on fleek. And Bruce Harrison, his hair is pretty on point too. I don't know if these people have conditioner in the apocalypse, but their hair is looking great. Speaking of resources. Tells her, hey, we don't have the resources to bring your friends on the helicopter. We left them behind. And Vanessa gives him a good old hit in the head for that. I love that. Anyway, so she's running. She's trying to escape. And what's the one thing that would stop you from escaping, guys? So Vanessa comes upon the best view she's ever seen. This view just captivates her to the point she's like, forget escaping. I'm just going to look out this window. It looks marvelous. That's when Abigail shows up with a second serving of attempting to try to give Vanessa some bread and toast. I think it was, I didn't see what's on the plate, but I'm assuming there was some toast on there, right? Vanessa this time doesn't smush her against a wall, and she actually listens. There's no security in this facility. This facility sucks. Vanessa was able to run like a 2-3 miles that Casey Neistat would do in the morning, and nobody stopped her, right, until she engaged with some guards. So just like that, she was able to gain access to this office. She looked around, found the Oxidolumen version of the Van Helsing, and it basically had an autograph that let Vanessa know, hey, this guy Bruce and this lady Abigail, there's more to them. All that was placed there just to fool Vanessa into thinking that Abigail was her mother. So Abigail was not her mother. Abigail did not have a fake daughter. And for another thing I want to point out here, the creepy voice in the vent. It was like Alexa, but creepier, right? Alex the creep in the vent who kept feeding her information turned out to be a speaker. So it looks like this whole time they're playing against Vanessa. They want her to go use the key that they think she has and go unlock the Elder. So this episode is called Base Pair. I'm assuming referring to DNA, right? Or is it base pair, as in a pair that grew up on a base, or in this case, more specifically, a farm, like Vanessa and her sister Scarlett. It could also be that, right? So basically, this doctor wants her to find the Elder, kill him, or bring him back so he can have some DNA to make himself a permanent cure, so he can be young and beautiful forever. This lady Abigail, who at the end shot Vanessa, I was so... It was really confusing because there were parts where you saw Abigail and you saw Bruce Harrison actually disagreeing on things. She said, I'd rather be anywhere but here with you. So is that for us, the audience, or do these two not get along, or are they just scheming against Vanessa because they have their own reasons for doing it? I don't know. That was definitely confusing for me. I also don't know if what Abigail told Vanessa was true. Are they really Van Helsings and they just have these abilities of turning vampires back because of this injection? Basically, Vanessa's mother is Blade's mother, right? Instead of getting bit by a vampire, she injected herself with some type of serum that wasn't complete. It was the beta, and now it looks like Scarlett and her have this ability to turn back vampires from vampirism. So, but that kind of made me confused because throughout the whole series, they're referring to Vanessa as Van Helsing, right? Even Dimitri says, "You Van Helsings," implying that he's had a history of Van Helsings, or the Van Helsings have a certain mystique to them. So that kind of makes me wonder: are Van Helsings special throughout history on this show, or is Vanessa have more powers than the average Van Helsing because she got this injection as a fetus in her mother's womb, right? Was that whole Abigail story just a lie? Are Van Helsings naturally able to do this, or is Vanessa a mutant? Is she a hybrid like Blade? Does she have extra powers because she got injected, her and Scarlet? And if so, what are the initial powers that Van Helsings have? Is it just kicking vampire ass naturally? I want to know. I know you guys definitely want to know. We saw that Vanessa definitely had a lot of questions for everybody. Where are my friends off the the bat. It was shameful how you guys did not ask for Vanessa. And I'm talking about definitely the rest of the group, Axel and the doc, what I was saying that didn't ask for Vanessa. Vanessa, all she asked for was her friends, y'all. Real friend Vanessa. Hashtag Vanessa loyal. Beginning of the episode, there was this guy who didn't have Google Maps. He didn't even have Apple Maps. He was just confused. He was looking at a piece of paper. Somebody wrote something. He was looking for a balloon. What was that about? I don't know. I'm sure that whatever that balloon or whatever the little thing that the little package that he picked up is going to be important and relevant in the upcoming episodes. What do you guys think that was? I was definitely confused about that. And that one random vampire just made a snack at him. So he only had that guy right there at the beginning of the episode only had a couple seconds, right? He had a minute at best on the show. And that guy Martin, who Abigail says, hey, he's a great soul, he's a lovely man who sacrificed himself, who ended up dying anyway, he was gutted by Abigail. Hashtag gross, right? He only had a few lines as well, and basically he died right away. And he wore that horrible mask. They put that horrible mask that Dimitri had to wear. That was the most horrifying thing to do. Yeah, they definitely eviscerated him and opened him up, but that mask, yo, come on, that was just horrible, yo. So that happened. So those are two people who were introduced in this episode and checked out right away. Anyway, guys, this is a Tone Show. I definitely enjoyed this episode. I'm hoping that we don't have to wait a long time to see what happened to Vanessa. You saw when she got shot, she was healing like Wolverine. Really quickly, guys, what was up with that weird blue hue? Did you guys notice? And Vanessa and Abigail kind of looked like Smurfs the whole time. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I like the aesthetic of it. I liked that they're doing different things with different color palettes. But at times I was like, it's a little bit too blue on you guys. You guys look like Smurfs right now. Anyway, guys, this is a Tone Show. If you guys like what I do on this channel, definitely hit me with a like. If you're not shy, leave a comment. As always, Tone Show out.